Guys, welcome back to another little mini chit chat video. Welcome back to another little mini reaction video. I'm sitting here, I'm a little bit stuffed up. I'm sure you guys can hear that in my voice. I just put some Vicks in my nose. You guys know how that goes. It is super early in the morning. I've been up for quite some time. We've been getting orders together, doing some work, all of that. And I started scrolling through my timeline, and of course, um, Krishan and Blueface is still trending, and probably will be trending for quite some time to come. Um, so one of my favorite reaction channels, Everything Entertainment, reacted to um the video from DDGs stream with Blueface and Chrisean. And I thought, wow, I have to react to this. This is just something I have to talk about because we're gonna talk about it. So before we go ahead and get into today's topic, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Shout out to all my Purple Heart Gang members. Thank you guys for all of your support. You guys are awesome. For those of you who didn't get a chance to make the live, I literally just posted on the community post. So if you didn't get a chance to make the live, don't worry, you guys will catch this once I re-upload it to YouTube. And yeah, you guys can go ahead and um leave all your comments. Let me know what you guys think. This is crazy. Okay, so not that crazy, not for me, but I know a lot of people are confused, right? A lot of people are just like, what is going on? I thought when he came home, they said he wasn't gonna blah blah blah. I thought Carlissa was gonna da 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 da. The whole bit, right? How come? Why are they together on stream with DDG? Like, what's happening? What's going on? Even if it's a working thing, why are they even working together? I thought, like, he couldn't stand her and all this other stuff, right? And everyone is just so confused about it. I'm not confused. Who didn't see this coming? If you saw this coming, drop a purple heart in the comments. Okay? Let me know we're on the same page. Because I knew this was happening. I knew this was coming. I'm not shocked, not one bit. And I'll go ahead and explain why. Okay? I've been saying this like from the get-go when it comes to um Krishan and Blueface. You just never wanna um jump the gun on making assumptions, because they'll always do the opposite of like what is expected. That is the that is the type of personalities that you're dealing with. Real life Joker and Harley Quinn type vibe, Bonnie Clyde, those type of personalities. Those were real people, not just characters in a movie, right? These were actually real people. So these are like the type of personalities that when they attract to each other, they're literally combustible. These are the type of people that, the personalities are so strong. Like they're so strong that it's like two negatives to balance out. Negative and positive, they just bounce off each other. But if you have two negatives, they kind of balance out, if that makes sense, if you understand the science. You have people, like I've explained before, that have these type of like volatile personalities, and Krishan is like one of those type of people. I always like reference her to Left Eye. They have that same type of personality where they're just out there, and some people are just like that. They're just high octane type people, and not everybody can be around people like that. I've been around people like that before. They just kind of suck up the air in the room. They always have a lot going on. There's always something popping off when they're around, right? I wouldn't say we've all known people like that. I've known people like that, so I can definitely relate. To the type of sometimes that feeling people get where they're just like, oh my god, this person is just way too much. Can't be around them. There's always something. There's always drama. There's always something. But those are some of like the most loyal people you'll find also. So there's like a flip side, right? There's like a flip side to that. They can have like extremely volatile personalities, but there's nobody you would want to like have around you, when the chips are down type of thing. Like I said, been there, done that, so I know what I'm talking about, right? These are the type of people, when they that terminology, when they say ride or die type of people, that they ride with you till the wheels fall off. And there are times in life where you need people like that in your corner. Yeah, you need people like that in your corner. So I'm not surprised that, Blueface would still interact with Krishan. Forget the whole baby mama, da da da, all of that. Um, where everybody else like sees a screw up or this, that, the third, he sees like potential. You know what I mean? He sees like somebody who like really for real always has his back. Don't let all that social media stuff fool you guys. All that stuff about, oh, she popped up at the arcade and oh my god, like she's stalking them and all that stuff. This guy, remember, he is literally a social media genius. He know how to run, he know how to rage bait, he know how to troll. He is the troll king. Like, don't get don't fall for all of that stuff. This girl did not stalk these people down at the arcade and popped up on Blueface and his mom unknown, and she just crazy and just out. No, that stuff was all orchestrated. It's all part of the PR machine, the whole welcome blue home type of thing. Um which would explain like a lot, right? Which explains a lot, which explains like why she's no longer on baddies. Like, so they're gonna be doing their own thing, clearly. They never really stopped actually playing social media, working social media like they should, right? This is a business. This is what they do. This is where they make their money. So they are really, really good at playing with social media, and they prove it time and time and time and time again. Yesterday people were going crazy when they saw the footage of her and him at the arcade and this and that. And then of course, Carlissa do her part. Everybody has to play their part. Everybody has a role to play. And there may very well be genuine animosity there. Obviously, it is not fake. But there is a common goal, right? And everybody is fully on board with that. So I'm not shocked that he was on stream with her with DDG. No. This was all kind of already in the motion. Like, this was already worked out, this was already planned, this was already, it was always gonna happen, right? And I will leave a link to that video in the comments. You guys can definitely check out Everything Entertainment. He dropped the footage this morning, so you guys can go ahead and take in the whole stream. It's a long stream. I wasn't about to over 2 hours, all that other stuff. So you guys can kind of go through that footage and you will see his interaction with Krishan. You'll see that she's there. You'll see them talking, all that stuff. And not only that, let's talk about the whole him and Angela situation, because he said some crazy stuff. Like I said, I didn't watch the whole stream. I kind of sift through it. Um, but I came upon part of the stream where he was talking about Angela, Angela was supposed to be the girlfriend, right? This was the girlfriend. This was the person that Carlissa had up and down all over the place doing the shopping. They were doing this, all of that. She was the girlfriend. She was gonna go pick him up in the limousine. They were gonna go house shopping, his childhood sweetheart. The whole bit. She kind of stepped in when Jaden kind of like stepped out, right? And she picked up the whole PR thing and they did a whole thing. He literally on stream said, he was gonna pay her back all the money that she spent on him. He said that money can't basically buy feelings. And that, he's tried to do it in the past, it does not work. And that, he thanked her for her contribution to the cause and told her to contact his accountant. Like you literally can't make this stuff up, right? You can't write this stuff. He is literally the Chandra Rhimes of social media. I mean, this guy was gone for 2 years and was running the whole show the whole time. Okay. That whole Binu situation, let me just say this. I don't think anything happens with Krishan without Blueface's knowledge and approval. Okay, that was never gonna go anywhere. I think that's pretty much obvious right now. That was it was just another cog in the wheel, right? To keep everything going, keep everything going. Now this guy is about to drop music. Hi everyone who's joined the live. Hey guys, hi, good morning, everybody. Um, so this guy is about to drop some music, right? And don't be surprised if you see all of a sudden Krishan is up and feeling very creative and dropping some music herself, right? When you guys watch the live, you will see it was literally like watching somebody get their best friend back. It wasn't even really about no, oh, they're back together or none of that. It was mostly watching her get her friend back. The one person in this world who doesn't judge her. You understand what I'm saying? Even though people feel like they have the right to judge, we all know that only God can judge people and hold them truly accountable for their actions. So it's a waste of time wasting your energy, judging other human beings. If people do things that's wrong, yes, they should be held accountable. If they do things that are dangerous, yes, they should be held accountable. Um, but this is not what this is about. This was about watching somebody literally get her friend back. And it was nice to see. It was nice to see. It was nice to see. If you are the type of person who looks for the positive in things, then you would definitely enjoy seeing Krishan interact with Blueface on DDG stream. The little bit that I saw, minus all the craziness about the side chick and the Angela and all of this and this and that and this and that, he did say something very interesting when he was talking about the Angela situation and whatever the case may be. Krishan walked in the room and he said, "Don't act like you didn't know this B was here." I think that was very poignant. That was a very interesting comment, right? That was very interesting. And I think that's something for everyone to take away from that situation, the blogs, everybody. When he said that comment, I almost keeled over laughing. I just died laughing, right? He said, "Don't act like you didn't know she was here. Don't act like you didn't know Krishan was here. Come on, man. Be for real." Like, are you kidding me? Right? Are you kidding me? This guy is about to run up the whole bag, okay? And they gonna eat it up. They gonna eat it up. He love a good underdog, just like me. I love a good underdog. I love a good count me out. I love a good everybody don't like me. I like that type of energy, that type of stuff. I thrive on that type of stuff. So I know these type of people, right? Because I am just a little bit older. I put certain things behind me. I always talk about that. I put certain things behind me. When I became a mother, I just changed my life, you know what I mean, by choice. Everything in life is about choice. And some people make a choice that they just gonna ride it till the wheels fall off, and I don't have nothing but respect for that. You do you. Everybody will account for whatever it is they had going on when they get where they're going. And that's just life. That's just it, right? So I thought it was hilarious when he said, "Don't act like you didn't know this bee was here." I laughed. It came from my heart. Man, that was funny as heck, right? All these people that spend months talking about Blueface this and Blueface that, this and that, he don't this and that, and Chrisean, blah, 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 and blah, blah. This thing, man, he couldn't have asked for a better outcome, right? Everybody was just so focused on bashing Krishan, this, that, the third, while this guy was sitting down cooking it all up. This whole baddies, this, that. This girl was never gonna be on no baddies, right? Because she had said it before that she was not interested in doing that. And that was just all part of the whole PR thing. Like I said, was there some real stuff going on behind the scenes between her and Jaden? I think yeah, there always had been, there always has been, probably always will be. The whole thing with her jumping up, talking about she's gonna go fight and all this other stuff about Krishan being around her kids. She didn't agree with that. I don't know if that was real or not, if it was part of the whole thing. You just never know. It's like with the Kardashians, right? You just never know. Was it real? Was it not? What's going on? You just never know. They keep you on your toes. And I think that's part of the brand, right? That is part of the brand. She's a firecracker. He loves it. He knows how to utilize it. He knows how to monetize it. He knows how to make it work because he's there to keep it together. When he's gone too long, it was getting too long, you know, you started to go off the rails a little bit. But thank God he's back and back in the driver's seat, right? So now everything is back on track. And it's gonna be an interesting ride. I hope everybody's ready and all buckled up. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting to see how this plays out, right? Will it all be peaches and cream? Heck no. These are two very volatile people. This stuff is gonna get messy as heck. Who doesn't remember Bobby and Whitney? I remember that scene when they went out to eat and they ordered every single plate on the menu. The table was full of food and it was a hot mess, and it was one of the highest rated watched reality episodes at the time. And who did not remember Bobby and Whitney? Now, of course, tragically, you know, there is another side to these type of energies. They burn out fast, right? We've all seen that throughout the years on social media play out. Do we want that for Krishan? Heck no, heck no. And I'm always here hoping. I'm always here hoping that she'll pull through this cycle in life, and she'll come out on the other side, like a lot of us who's gone through certain things, who's had the trauma bonds like these two, who's able to grow and really, s- dig deep in their faith. I know she goes to church and she's trying. So I'm never going to bash somebody who's trying. You understand? Who can sit down in church and be judged for the things they've done throughout the week, throughout their life. You can't beat a trying man. So I'm always going to be, positive thinking. But I'm a realist, right? And I know that these type of personalities, they burn fast and hard. So we're hoping and we're praying for the best. We never want to see anything terrible happen. But I'm not going to sit here and pretend like it's all going to be peaches and cream and it's just going to be a love fest. It's going to be house shopping and wedding dress and wedding bells. Oh, heck no. This is about to get like we just gonna have to wait and see what Blueface has up his sleeve. I know Chrisean is really happy to have her friend back, and I'm glad. I'm happy for her that she has one person in this world that she can call and just be herself, no matter what she's going through. Somebody who's actually there to kind of help her through that. Even though the optics may look a little crazy sometimes behind the scenes, we know he keeps her grounded. And that's just me being so for real. Um, yeah, that's it, I think. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. We're not going to drag it out this morning. Thank you guys so much for those of you who came through. Let me know what you guys think about the whole situation. Like I said, I will leave the link to the video so you guys can go over there and check out the interaction for yourself. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below and we'll catch up with you guys in another video. Deuces.